After Adventurers, Rock Raiders was one of my top favorite themes when I was a wee lad. Looking at old concept art, it seems like they may have originally planned for the theme to be more combat-based, but decided Adventurers was already filling their violence quota, so they turned it down for Rock Raiders. A little. Unlike said Adventurers, which has seemingly constant references in modern sets, Rock Raiders appears to be all but forgotten until you dig a little deeper. Decades after the Rock Raiders theme ended, LEGO put out this polybag set called Rock Monster Truck, which used modern versions of all the Rock Raiders colors, albeit in different ratios. But between the black-on-black wheels, the dark gray, dark turquoise, brown, and yellow, it's certainly an homage to the Chief and his crew, and not to flex, but yes, I have the very rare Chief fig. Be jealous. Now, usually creator polybags aren't on my radar, but I recently watched a much more in-depth and much higher production value video on this same truck on our Slugger's channel, who is probably the biggest Rock Raiders fan of all time, and I highly encourage anyone who has an interest in that theme, or the Adventurers theme, or even the abysmal Time Cruisers theme. Yeah, I said it. Go check out his channel. So, I borrowed ideas from his video, like using a sticker from a Ninjago set, adding a few more familiar Rock Raiders pieces, and I also added a non-Rock Raiders piece. It does have the right colors, and I do like mixing printed pieces from incorrect themes if the piece doesn't call attention to the original theme it's from. This model is small and simple enough that it's very easy to make slight changes that drastically change the whole look. It was fun to see how moving something a couple studs over could completely transform the truck into a different kind of, well, truck. Back to ideas from Slugger, he also mocked up his own minifig scale version of the monster truck, and I thought that was such a cool idea, I continued my crime-fueled rampage and stole that idea too. I definitely strayed farther from the source material as I went for a few reasons. One, I'm not great at mocks, and I was only working with what pieces I had. Second, I wanted to make it look more like a truck from the Raiders garage, not so much a brightly colored stocking stuffer polybag truck. And third, I wanted to make something practical that the Rock Raiders might actually use. Why would they have a monster truck? Well, probably for scouting ahead, or quickly bringing heavy supplies to areas that the tunnel transport couldn't reach, or transporting large rocks faster than the Chrome Crusher could manage. I figured the Chief would be primarily the one to drive it, since he never officially got his own vehicle. Oh, and yeah, I actually do have a real Chief fig. They have a driller, a demo truck, and a bulldozer. Where's the dump truck? Or maybe the granite grinder broke down and they need a vehicle for a quick rescue. I added a plethora of lights given the fact that it doesn't have drilling machinery, so if it gets stranded, it has to be found rather than have a chance of digging itself out. Starboard shines green and port is glowing red as these two little boxes shine on ahead, because the more storage the better. Since I got an entire sticker sheet for one sticker, I figured this was a good time to utilize the second Rock Raiders-esque sticker on it. It's only on one side, but I love asymmetry in LEGO designs. Rogue Shadow, anyone? And I think it keeps the sets much more interesting. Plus, it matches the asymmetry of its driver, Chief, with his prosthetic arm. Side note, they had that arm on the wrong side in an old LEGO magazine. It's not like they mirrored the fig either, because the torso is correct. How did they mess up something like that? Anyways, I started losing interest as I got to the lower area. And although the wheels are fine, they were the only ones I had that were even close to big enough. I like how the cab area and the front end turned out. That sloped hood might look like prime real estate for the signature Rock Raiders printed hood piece, but it made it look way too skinny and goofy and it didn't work well, just like me in high school. I wanted to incorporate the brown roll cage that all the bigger vehicles have, and since it was too narrow for one, I built a custom one. And when that is down and the ladder is up, it's as cozy in there as a rock monster in a rock wall. So I hope you enjoyed this journey featuring a blurry line between being influenced by content and stealing content, and comment below if you want to see the most insane monster truck competition in history featuring America versus America's at the arena on Sunday. Woo!